I passed my driving! Yes, yes. Thank you, Jesus. Who can take your place? You are. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about journey of my driving practical examination. So enjoy this video. And the reason why I'm playing this song is because God alone can take the praise. Like, I'm using this opportunity to say thank you, Jesus, because I knew He did it for me. He gave me that favor. He showed me favor on the day of my driving test, so that's why I actually played that song. So hello, beautiful people, happy Sunday to you guys. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a short video talking about, everything I went through, driving, where I started from and everything. And I hope you enjoy this video. So basically, I started learning how to drive in, I think it was 2017. So I did the theory and I passed the theory. Yeah. Then obviously I started looking for a driving instructor. Eventually I got one driving instructor, and then I was learning how to drive with manual. So it was quite good because I wasn't having issue with the gear change and everything, so everything was working well. But it got to some stage I was really struggling, gosh. And whenever it's time for my driving, I'm like, oh my gosh, do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? I was actually fed up. And eventually I just felt, I'm not sure I'm feeling this instructor, so I actually changed instructor. So I moved on to the next instructor, and it was all right as well, but obviously he wasn't on time, and there was so many things about him, and I didn't really like his style of teaching. So I actually swapped again. I changed instructor. So guess what, I actually changed instructor, I think 6 times. So I moved over to the third instructor. It was actually very good. Some of those stuff I was struggling with, when I met him, it was so easy. So he actually made driving easy for me. So I was still learning manual, and of course it traveled, so I had to change instructor. Wow, Emerald. Fourth time, fourth time, I moved to another instructor, and I was learning how to drive manual as well. So I just got fed up of manual because I'm like, why am I not even getting this? So I wasn't feeling the instructor. His car was dirty, and with me, I love places to be clean, even if it's your car. Why can't you keep it clean? Because you're coming to me as a professional. So I expect everything to be in a professional way, if you get what I mean. So now I wasn't feeling him. I changed instructor. So my 5th instructor, I went to him again, and I was learning manual. So eventually, after there was a day after driving, he said to me that, oh, you said you've changed so many instructor. Why don't you want to do automatic? I think it's much easier. This world is turning into a tech world and blah blah blah. And I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, you know what, I've wasted loads of money. Guess what, as I'm changing instructor, I'm paying money. It's not free. So I've wasted loads of money, energy and time. Trust me, it hasn't been easy. So it got to some stage I had to pause because I was broke, and I didn't have money to pay any instructor. So I had to pause for 6 months, and I came back again, starting from the beginning. That's one thing about driving. Don't leave it for too long because you're going to forget it, especially if you're a first-time driver. So I said to him that I was going to think about it. So I remember then I discussed it with one of my friends, and he was like, oh, automatic is for lazy people, blah blah blah. I then said to him that, well, as it is now, I think I'm just gonna go for automatic. So anyways, on my next lesson, I told him that yes, I was gonna do automatic. So we started doing automatic, and guess what, my theory was expiring in 2 months time, so I had to hasten up. So I just said to him that obviously I just started doing automatic, so I was still getting used to the road. And I said to him that, yeah, my theory is expiring in 2 months time. I don't care, I'm just gonna book the test. If I fail it, good luck. If I don't fail it, then that's fine. So eventually I booked in for my practical. Trust me, I wasn't ready. I just booked in because obviously my theory was about to expire. So my practical was in King Stanley. So on the day of my test, you come outside, they call your name. I stood there, and part of that, trust me, I was so nervous. I was watching YouTube video, I was watching parallel parking, reverse bay parking, right? And I've had so many, stories about this driving over stuff. So eventually he called my name. I came outside and he introduced himself. He really looked like a nice guy, trust me. I introduced myself, got into the car. He asked me to read the plate number. I did so. And then he said, yeah, we're going to start the test. I was like, all right. So we started the test. Trust me, this instructor, I just felt he was God sent. But okay, the phrase that says heaven help those who help themselves. I think I wasn't serious. Heaven tried to help me, but I wasn't just not serious. I wasn't just ready for the test. So this guy was so nice to me. He would ask me to go second exit. He does repeat himself more than 4 times. Like, he wanted me to pass. I felt he actually wanted me to pass. So at the end of the driving, I was messing up. Like, even if he asked me to do something twice, I'm still doing the opposite way. I just felt I failed. So eventually he took me to a car park and asked me to do forward bay parking. Guys, he asked me to do forward bay parking. Okay, calm down, Emira. Forward bay parking, guys. I couldn't, and that was how I failed the test. Okay, so when I failed the test, I was like, okay. And part to that, I was having issue with my maneuvers. I was like, no, I'm not still confident with my maneuvers, and if I keep doing this, I'll keep failing this test. So I came back from uni that afternoon, and I said, no, I'm going to change my instructor. And I said to God that, Father Lord, this hopefully is going to be my last instructor. So I was checking on YouTube, checking on Google, trying to see the best instructor. Eventually I found one. It's called Birmingham School of Motoring or whatever. I can't remember, but I'm going to drop the link on my underneath the page. So I called someone and he said, oh yeah, that instructor is going to call me. I said, please, I need a very good instructor. He said, don't worry, I'll give you one of the best instructor. I said, all right. So this guy called me. His name is Ahmed. Shout out to Ahmed. He called me and I started learning how to drive. The first maneuver we did, that was the reverse parallel parking. Trust me, I've been struggling with this maneuver for quite a long time. The way this guy taught me, I was like, oh my God, this is so easy. I was like, oh my God, where have you been? I screamed on that. I was like, where have you been? As soon as he taught me, I tried it and I got it. I was like, yes. I was so, when you're so excited, like, because I was already getting frustrated and no, I'm tired of wasting money. He taught me how to do the parallel parking. That was easy as well. Forward bay parking, his maneuvers was the best. It was as easy as ABC. I was happy. So the only thing I needed to do is to master the road, Kingston, Salton Coldfield, because I actually changed my test center from Kingston to Salton Coldfield. So I was trying to master the road and everything. So I booked in for my test the second time, which was in October. So I was so excited. This time around, I was actually ready for the test. So I booked in for my test. I came out in the morning. As usual, I watched YouTube, just to refresh my memory, and I slept well. Actually, this second time I was more relieved. So part of that, I was saying to my mate that, God, I don't want a female examiner. I'm not being biased, but I don't just feel cool when it's a female examiner. I got there, I sat down, and the female called my name. I was like, God, when you just have this feeling that you failed. You've not even started driving. You just have this feeling that she's a female, you failed. I think that was the mentality I had. But I didn't even let that discourage me. I went into the car. I was even trying to have a conversation with this lady. No, she was so strict. She didn't want to talk to me. I was like, all right then. But honestly speaking, I think I drove well on that day. I think I did everything. Because she's a lady, I was even so careful. I think I did everything I was supposed to do. Finally, she asked me to do the reverse bay parking. That was perfect. I did it well. And in my heart, I was like, yes, I passed. Yes, I passed. Then eventually she was like, sorry, you failed. I was like, what do you mean I failed? She then said she failed me for hesitation. So basically, this was a big roundabout. And there was traffic on the roundabout. No one was giving me way. So I was on the roundabout. Not on the roundabout. I was on the right-hand lane waiting. And eventually, she had to speak to one of the drivers. Then he gave me way. Then she said, move. Then I moved. That was why she failed me. She failed me for hesitation. As soon as she told me, I was so pissed. And she said, good luck. And I looked at her. I said, good luck to you. And I got off the car. I went into my driving instructor car and I was crying. I called my mom. I was crying. That, Mom, can you imagine? I told you there's an issue with females. Blah blah blah. How would she fail me? How would she fail me because of hesitation? So my mom was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to pay for you this time around. I believe you're going to pass this time around. Don't give up. So I did few lessons this time around. I didn't pay for bulk lesson. I just did like 2 or 3 lessons because I was like, nah, I'm not going to be wasting money on this again. So I only did like 2 or 3 lessons. So eventually I booked for the final one in November was my month. Ooh. So you know what happened this time around? I was like, I'm not watching YouTube. I'm not thinking about this driving. I'm just going to be me. I didn't watch anything. I forgot about it. Even that evening I was singing, dancing. I went for the test. It was a guy this time around. Shout out to that driving instructor. You know what? God bless you. And trust me, my test actually lasted 1 hour. So basically, I actually did everything from the tell me question to the show me question to the parallel parking to the emergency stop. I did everything. God, I was like, when you just have this feeling that God, I failed. But I was like, okay, I won't give up. Then he asked me to do the parallel parking. I did that. Then we got to the test center and I was like, if this guy failed me, I'm not going to be angry because I think, I sort of like messed up in some places. So it's not going to be too bad. He just said, congratulations, you passed. Yes! I just shouted, Jesus! With a strong voice. And he looked at me. Obviously, if he doesn't know who Jesus is, he'll be like, what's this girl all about? I just shouted, Jesus, and I came down from the car. I was like, I passed. So my driving instructor was so happy. And I saw the same lady that failed me the last time. She came out of the car. I looked at, asked to them. The guy was, you can tell that this guy did not pass. Then I shouted, I passed. And she looked at me. I was like, I passed. Yeah, it's my good luck. Amy, you told me good luck the last time. Oh, no, this is my good luck happening to me right now, So guys, that was how I passed my driving test. And to be fair, I just want to give God all the glory because I knew is God favor. God actually favored me on that day. So guys, quick tips on your driving. Please make sure you choose the best instructor. Some instructors, they are there to eat your money. You don't want that. You want someone that when they teach you, you understand what they are teaching you. I think that was the worst part of my driving because I keep changing instructor before God sent this right man to me. Secondly, when you book your driving, forget about it. Don't think about it. Don't forget about YouTube. Don't think about any of those stuff. Do you? Be free. Have fun. Do anything you want to do. And what I'd advise you is try and take enough rest before you're driving. Make sure you sleep properly, and before you go there, make sure you eat in the morning, and also make sure you use the restroom because most of the test center, they don't have restroom. I had my driving test in Salton Coldfield. There wasn't restroom, so you need to be careful and go with a free mind. Don't think about it too much. When I was doing my last driving, I was actually even singing in my mind. So it just felt like it was my normal driving instructor that was close to me. I didn't think it was a test because I just wanted to be me. I just wanted everything to flow. I don't want to think too much. So guys, another relevant tip is roundabout. So when you've been asked to go third exit, guys, if you find yourself on the second exit, keep to that lane. Don't try to change because most of the time when you try to change, you can create an hazard for the other driver, and that's where most people fail. They would not fail you for going to the wrong exit, but they will fail you if you're trying to cause an hazard. So my candid advice is keep to that lane. Obviously, if you have to reroute yourself, that's fine, but keep to that lane. And another advice is, if you're driving, go with a positive mind. Even if you know you've done so many mistakes, calm down. Keep driving. Keep going, calm until you see your result. Don't give up. Don't say, oh, I failed, and you just start driving rubbish. No, don't do that. Keep driving.